read on. He said, yes, I came to Cape Town, I launched. We didn't see, we didn't feel it. And I was actually surprised myself that National Commissioner had come down and said he had done so. So I said what you are correctly saying, but I wanted it to be preceded by visible deployment in the kind that I outlined to the National Commissioner. Not to come and make promises, further promises, not to come and just walk around without any visible action. I stand here to say I didn't quite get what I wanted the National Commissioner to do.
I'd like to say to you that the Cape Flats has been waiting for a response, Minister, for the past 30 years. As things stand this morning, I'm under immense pressure because of the 7 children that were gunned down yesterday in Westbury. This past weekend, we've had over 30 people mass shootings on the Cape Flats. You keep on mentioning the Cape Flats as reason, as your concern for the disbandment of the PKTT, but to date, there's been absolutely no response to those areas, which is a shame. You are meant to be sitting here and reaffirming and giving South Africans confidence in restoring public trust. Instead, in your statement yesterday, you said that we are weak as SAPS and we are unable to respond. That coming from a minister is concerning. That coming from a minister is extremely concerning. I want to ask you, you place great emphasis
Can I respond
on the...
to that?
No, sir. You place great emphasis on the national PKTT and the budget. You're saying that this was a national political killing stars team.
Honorable James, the witness is requesting the chair to give him opportunity to respond. So, unfortunately, you cannot deny him that opportunity. Just hold it there and let's hear what he wants to say, with due respect. Thank you.
Yes, I wanted to say what you're saying is true. And what you are saying is of similar concern, if not greater concern to me. And I do see that up to this moment, I haven't lived up to that undertaking. I confirm that. And it's not only about Cape Flats. As I mentioned in my various speeches, there's Rivali in South Johannesburg, El Dorado Park, there's Soshanguve in terms of Gauteng. And in terms of KZN, there's Umlazi, there's Inanda, which keep on bleeding. In the Eastern Cape, you continue to have issues around OR Tambo district and in Gqeberha. So these 4 provinces are capitals of matters. And it was for this reason that on one hand we made that undertaking, but on the other, we then created necessary capacity and positioning of South African police to actually face up to these areas of high murder rate so that we deal with them. I haven't been able to get my way on that. It's not necessarily to wait until PKTT, but it is important to note that those resources are very much important. And I've assured everybody, it won't leave either KZN or whoever empty-handed, because the structure is up once you have created and functionalized that division that I'm talking about. Because it is the cutting edge, combative side of SAPS that needs to be capacitated for these 4 provinces. Without that combative edge, we're going to be reacting all the time after 6 people have been murdered, 8 people have been murdered, but we don't stand up front and prevent it the way I was envisaging. It's probably these matters, as I say, I work well with the National Commissioner, but I've realized that, well, sometimes he would indicate right and then turn left.
And that is a problem for us as South Africans because it impacts what is unfolding in our communities. I wanted to ask you, you also place great emphasis on the National Political Killing Stars team and the budget. Was the budget allocation for national operation? Was it for national? Because when you say that this task team is not only for KZN, it is meant to serve all South Africans. This obviously implicates, and it implicates the accommodation and travel, the actual budget. The initial budget, was it a national budget or was it just for KZN?
It's a national budget that gets allocated to the national killings, national political killings task team. And beyond March.
Sir, if you may just stop there.
Yes.
So if you're saying that it's a national budget and the members are deployed to this task team, obviously, you know that members in a specific team obviously then has to travel to other provinces in terms of court appearances. How does this impact the case, the progress on the case, when members are having to travel from one province to the other just to appear for a 2-hour court appearance? And how does that impact? Is that a strong strategy? Are we not only supposed to focus on a specific area where there's fire, and this is the reason behind having a specialized task team, where there's smoke, there's fire, to deal with a concentrated area? Because you cannot possibly have members from one task team operating in the entire country. It's not feasible to start off with, and members won't be able to appear in court, because this is what we've seen with all other task teams.
What you are saying relates with what I have in mind and that I've been working on for some time. It makes perfect logic.
So I'm specifically speaking to the political killing task team.
Yes.
We are saying, you said that task team is national.
Honorable James, let me just hold you for a moment and recognize Honorable Ngola and Honorable Ntuli.
Thank you very much, Chair. Chair, yesterday you kept on reprimanding me that I should not bombard your witness with a lot of sentiments and with a lot of questions. And I think Honorable James has fallen to that trap as well. So I think if you can help with that, I think there are a lot of issues, a lot of packages that is giving at once to the witness, and that may find the witness unable to properly intervene on what she wants it to be clarified. Thank you, Chair.
Honorable Chief Whip.
No, thanks, Chair. Good morning to you and good morning to colleagues. No, I agree with what Honorable Ngola is saying. When we are listening, as we have been listening for the past 4 days, some of us, the first time I'm speaking in the presence of the Minister, part of what we are also doing is to listen to what the questioner says and what the answer provided is saying, so that we can follow as we prepare for our own engagement with the witness. Now, the way in which the exchange is taking place between the Minister and Honorable James is making it difficult, not just for the witness, but for ourselves as well, to properly follow the conversation, which is what we're supposed to be doing. So I'm appealing as well for your guidance and intervention to ensure that we are all taken along as we should in the current proceedings. Thanks.
Honorable Sauls, I saw your hand was up.
Yes, thank you, Chair. Just for clarity, when the Minister says National Political Killings Task Team, I just want to understand the task team that needed to be disbanded was specifically created for operation within KZN, or is the Minister saying that it was created to operate nationally, and therefore the name National Political Task Team, or whether it was just supposed to focus on KZN?
You want to know whether the NPKTT and the PKTT is one thing. Okay. Let me rule on the first point. I want to request you, Honorable James, not to breathe heavily on the neck of the witness. Footsteps are allowed in a race, but when you breathe heavily on the neck of the witness, that may distract the chain of thought. So I just want to request you that you do not breathe heavily on the neck of the witness. And then before we allow you to resume, let's allow the minister to respond to the question that Honorable Sauls has raised, whether the minister, Honorable Minister, the NPKTT and the PKTT, are they one?
They are one. It's National Political Killings Task Team based, but it is based and focused in KZN.
In KZN. Honorable Sauls, are you clarified? Thank you so much. Honorable James, you may proceed.
Chair, I just have a difficulty, even me keeping my trail of thought, when I ask the minister a question and he says what I had in mind. We're not asking the minister what he had in mind. We are specifically referring to the detail and the duties of the national PKTT, and we are trying to determine if this national PKTT was adequately resourced and funded to extend and to do work in other provinces. And so that is what I'm asking the minister. Was the budget allocation, because remember when you put together these task teams, Minister, you book accommodation, you book vehicles, you book laundry, all of those things form part of the costings. Was that done on a national level or was that done on a provincial level? That is what I'm trying to ask.